Happy Friday, everybody. It's February 24th. And as always, I'm Kirsten. I wanted to do a quick live today to talk about something I've noticed this last week that is a common experience for both entrepreneurs and speakers, as I am both of those things. So, one of the things that has come up in the last week, and as I've noticed in the last year and a half of my entrepreneurial journey, is that it's really easy for both speakers and entrepreneurs to run solo, to do the lone wolf thing, to do the I have to do all the things. And the downside of that is that you start to think that it's just you and that the things that you're going through and the things you're dealing with are somehow unique to you and that other people are able to do it, but you're somehow uniquely flawed or uniquely incapable or whatever the thing is. And that's why you really need a team and you really need a group and a tribe and a coaching program or whatever. You need a group. And and as you'll hear, I'm going to have my dog, my kid, my guinea pig is going to start screaming in whatever it is her language of choice is today. Usually it's Klingon. And I do believe she's cursing, but I don't speak Klingon. So we'll see. One of the things that always happens, and I noticed it a couple of times today, is that people are like, well, I have to, if I'm going to surround myself with other people, they have to do what I do. And yes, that's true, but they don't have to do exactly what you do. They have to be on the same journey. It doesn't have to be for the same reason or have the same destination. So, for example, if you're a speaker and you're working on understanding how to market your business and do sales and get more speeches, having a group that has other people that are doing those same activities, not necessarily to find speeches, but maybe to find clients, is still really valuable because you find other people who are going through some of the same things. And then you find out that the same insecurities or concerns, or, but I didn't do it right the first time, or, oh, well, everyone else knows how to do this and I should have known. All of that stuff comes up for everybody. The shoulds bite every single entrepreneur and speaker that I've ever met, even the really, and especially the really successful ones. So I really wanted to just say this to both groups is that it really matters that you have a team. I have the best team. I have people who will kick my tail to keep me in line, which is exactly what I need, and will also give me very, very honest feedback and be really supportive if I'm having a mood. And that's what I need. Well, what is it that you need? And it doesn't have to necessarily be a paid structure. It can be a support group, and when I say support group, I mean that in any sense that you want to create it. Do you want to create a Zoom where you get virtual coffee and tea with people once a month? That could be the thing that works for you. I have a really amazing set of relationships that I've developed that are accountabilities meetings. And I have accountability meetings with two separate people in two separate programs, and they're both unbelievably valuable. And to the point where I'm actually setting up a few more because I found them to be so useful. So it is hard to do this. It's hard to be an entrepreneur. It's hard to be a speaker. It's hard to put yourself out there and be in a slightly different track than the typical way of doing things. But there's a lot of us. There's a huge number of people. I'm in two separate speaker groups, and I'm in the middle of forming a third. So it's not like there is not a place to go. You can find the people that will support you. And I really encourage you to do that. Please don't go alone because the more, and this is also for, I'm going to throw this out on the Facebook. I have a friend who's a writer who might be watching this. You know who you are, buddy. Love, you do things alone. You've written a whole bunch of books alone. That's great. You don't talk to other writers about the fact that they go through the same stuff you do as often as you could. So maybe you want to do that. Just a thought. So big hugs, lots of love to everybody. Please find your people. Okay. If you can find a coach, I have many, many coaches. I provide coaching. All the people I know who are doing a service usually are getting that same service from other professionals. You know, counselors have a counselor generally. Teachers often, they'll go and learn from other teachers. That's how you work on your craft. So, what are you expert at? Go find other people who are expert at that and learn with them and from them. Find mentorships, build those relationships. It matters because you're on the right path. It just might not look like it today, And I'm going to quote my mother, who is a genius, that it is really, really hard to see the path when you're the one making it. And you really have to look behind you to see the road that you've paved, see what you're creating. And it's really, really hard to do that. So find other people. That's my note for you on this Friday. That's my about 5 or 6 minutes that I wanted to come on and talk. I'm going to be doing these twice a week, and I'm going to be covering the ongoing mastery of presenting and speaking because that's my gig. And I encourage you to jump off a cliff somewhere, a short cliff, one that won't break your ankles, but something high enough to scare you a little bit. And then talk to other people who've done it too and find out you're not alone. And there goes the guinea pig. I don't know if you can hear her. She's actually sounding like a tribble right now. She's doing the thing, which means that she's happy, but she's going to start screaming in multiple languages any second now. So I'm going to sign off. Bye, everybody.